Today, I'm going to share with you what I consider the best books on natural health and diet. Welcome back, everybody. Hope you guys are all doing absolutely fantastic. Today, we're going to get into some of my favorite books, what I consider the best books, at least that I've read so far when it comes to natural health and diet. But first, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you can get notifications of all the new videos I have coming out. And for those of you who have continuously watched my channel and who are watching right now for the first time, I do appreciate you. Thank you very much. But let's get into it. All right. These are I got some books that I want to share with you guys. And if you guys have any additional books, please put them in the comment section. Maybe some things that I haven't read yet and whatnot, because I'm always about growing. I love to read. And, if I could, I would read all the time, every day. But let's get it going. I'm going to start with this book right here. Cancer is Not a Disease. This is a really, really good book. Some of the concepts in it don't align with, natural hygiene and natural health and diet. But for the most part, it helps you understand what cancer truly is. And cancer is a healing mechanism of the body. It is the last stage. It's the last stage of sickness, to be true. It's last stage of disease, meaning, it's your body's last ditch effort to heal itself and get you back on a path to homeostasis. But this book right here really breaks it down for you. Highly recommended for anybody, who either wants to know more about cancer or is dealing with cancer or knows someone who has a loved one who's dealing with cancer. Highly recommended by Andreas Moritz. Check that out. You can get it on Amazon. Really, really great book. This book right here, it's kind of like a diamond in the rough. You might not be able to find it everywhere, but hopefully you can. It's called Nature's First Law, The Raw Food Diet. And it's written by three individuals, Stephen Arlen, Fuad Dini, and David Wolf. It's just a really good diet. Really good diet, a really good book. If you want the foundation, kind of like the basic elements of going on a raw food diet. There's some really good breakdowns in here, some really good sources and whatnot. So highly recommended to check this one out as well. Let's keep it moving. This book right here, I'm actually in the process of reading. I'm about close to halfway done. It's called The Secret Life of Plants. The reason why I highly recommend this book, as far as for what I've read so far, is it will make you look at plants completely different. And look, fruits are plants, and some of the research that has been done on plants that has not been shared, through the mainstream media, and has been hidden when it comes to plants and their consciousness, it is really mind-boggling. And when you read this book, I guarantee you're going to be floored. You're probably going to be floored by the first chapter of the book, to be honest. So a really great book for any of you who are interested in, herbs and things of that nature, and understanding the power of herbs. It's a great book. So highly recommended. The Secret Life of Plants by Peter Tompkins and Christopher Bird. This was actually recommended to me by Dr. Robert Morse. And he hit the nail on the head with this one. Great one. Secret Life of Plants. Can't wait to finish it and share with you my thoughts. All right, this next one, look, this is like the Bible of the terrain model or terrain theory, right? What really makes you ill? Why everything you thought you knew about disease is wrong. Now, this isn't your leisure book. This isn't something that you're just going to read on the plane, for entertainment. I guess it could be. This is a reference book. That's the way I look at it. I read it. I highlight certain things. I, put, different markers in certain areas because this basically will break down damn near every sickness and disease that you know of and show you why the medical system has basically pushed propaganda and told you it is something that it's actually not. and proves to you and shows you why you're truly getting sick. I mean, like I said, it's like the terrain model Bible. So much information in here. I learned so much just by reading this, as I continued on my journey and really understanding like what some of this stuff is, like what is fungi, what do antibiotics really do, all these different things. But anyway, highly recommended. It's a long one. Like I said, it's a reference book. But they do also have like a great index in here. So if you're looking for a certain thing, like, what does it mean? I was just diagnosed with Crohn's disease. What is Crohn's disease? You go to the chapter, they talk about Crohn's disease and what it actually is and whatnot. So great book here. Highly recommended. This is a new one that I've just recently read. Heal Thyself, Embracing Our Natural Diet for Optimal Health by Maria Manaza. Now, Maria is also in the Terrain Model Refutes Germ Theory group on Facebook that I'm a part of. Those of you who've been following me for a while, I interviewed Lauren Whitman, who is the admin of the group. And this book is fantastic. She basically breaks down a lot of the different philosophies of natural hygienists and people within the natural diet and health community, and offers up her thoughts on each one of these philosophies that she's tried and she's implemented, and then also also basically gives her philosophy and her foundation as well. So really great book here. Highly recommended. Not a long read either. And it's just really good. Real easy read. Real good guide for you. All right. So now this book right here is really important because I think we live in a society where micronutrients are pushed down our throats and isolated vitamins and minerals are pushed down our throat. And the book is called Supplements Exposed. I'm sure you've all taken a vitamin in your life. I'm sure, if you turn on the TV, you're getting pushed all this stuff all the time. And it is a billion-dollar industry. And what makes this book so important is it makes you realize, number one, where they came up with the concepts of isolated vitamins and needing this vitamin versus that vitamin and whatnot. But also exposes just the motivations behind that propaganda and that pushing. And when you read this, you'll realize, amongst the other books that you're reading, how the micronutrient has been pushed just to propagate and just to support a standard American diet that is not sufficient, and a bunch of other foods that are pushed down your throat that are not for the optimal body, because nothing can provide you with what you truly need versus more than the whole fruit and the whole food in itself. But great book, great read, easy read too. Check it out. All right, so now to my two favorites. 80-10-10 Diet, Dr. Douglas Graham, Balancing Your Health, Your Weight, and Your Life, One Luscious Bite at a Time. This is an amazing book. And I think anybody who is looking to make those health changes in their life need this book, because it makes it simple for you and something that's tangible for you, with the 80-10-10, 80% carbs, 10% fat, 10% protein. And he breaks down why each one of those, the importance of each one of those, and why staying within those parameters are so important. Dr. Douglas Graham is a natural hygienist. He's from the school of T.C. Fry and, Herb Shelton and whatnot. I've learned so much just from reading this book. I in the process of reading it again, and I will probably read it again and again. It has amazing information for anybody looking to get on this natural path. So amazing book. Check it out for sure. And last but definitely not least, the Bible of my philosophies, and just, man, being a protege and looking at this individual as a mentor, because he's just amazing in everything that he's taught, that he continues to teach, and all the light that he continues to share. And that is the Detox Miracle Source book by Robert Morse, naturopathic doctor. This one, man, It has everything you need. I mean, when I tell you he breaks down just the entire concept, the entire philosophy of who we are as humans, to the electricity of the fruits and leafy greens that we need to be eating, to how the body works from a detox standpoint. Like, your body is always detoxing. It's always trying to get rid of what it doesn't need. And understanding the lymphatic system, which is the sewer system of the body. And when you ignore the lymphatic system, or are uneducated when it comes to the lymphatic system, you are on the path to disease, because that's where disease forms. And unfortunately, the medical system does not preach that. And there's a lot of reasons why. But this book it's the source book. I mean, right there, the source book. It is the Bible when it comes to natural health and diet. So highly recommended. I do hear he's actually working on a new book that should be released fairly soon. I don't know if it's going to be an updated version or it's going to be something completely different, but this one right here, I mean, you have to get it. If you are serious about this, this is a must have. So if out of all the books, I'd say, shit, buy them all, right? Books aren't that expensive. But if I were to say two that you definitely need, it's going to be these two for sure. But I hope you enjoyed this. If you've read any of these books, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Or if you have some additional books that you want to share, I'd love to hear about them, and I'd love to read them. So thank you guys for watching. Make sure you give me a thumbs up on this one. And I will see you guys next time. Peace, love, and light.